Welcome to the 10 Bible Quiz channel. Get ready for 10 intriguing questions about the Holy Scriptures. How well do you know the Bible? Let's put your knowledge to the test. Before we get started, don't forget to hit subscribe and like to help us spread God's Word. After the quiz, be sure to share your score in the comments. We can't wait to hear how you did. So, are you ready? Let's jump into the video. What did Jesus say to Satan in response to the temptation to turn stones into bread? A. Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God. B. Thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God. C. Get thee behind me, Satan. D. My kingdom is not of this world. A few seconds to think. The right answer is letter A. Gospel of Matthew chapter 4 verse 4. But he answered and said, It is written, Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God. Who helped David when he was hungry by giving him the shewbread? A. Ahimelech. B. Abiathar. C. Zadok. D. Eli. A few seconds to think. The right answer is letter A. First Book of Samuel, chapter 21 verse 6. So the priest gave him hallowed bread, for there was no bread there but the shewbread that was taken from before the Lord, to put hot bread in the day when it was taken away. Who helped Moses hold up his hands during the battle against the Amalekites? A. Aaron and Hur. B. Joshua and Caleb. C. Miriam and Zipporah. D. Eleazar and Ithamar. A few seconds to think. The right answer is letter A. Book of Exodus, chapter 17, verse 12. But Moses' hands were heavy, and they took a stone and put it under him, and he sat thereon. And Aaron and Hur stayed up his hands, the one on the one side and the other on the other side, and his hands were steady until the going down of the sun. What was the name of Job's eldest daughter, born after his fortunes were restored? A. Keziah. B. Jemimah. C. Karen Hapuch. D. Dinah. A few seconds to think. The right answer is letter B. And he called the name of the first Jemimah, and the name of the second Keziah, and the name of the third Karen Hapuch. Book of Job, chapter 42, verse 14. What was David's profession before he became king? A. Shepherd. B. Soldier. C. Carpenter. D. Merchant. A few seconds to think. The right answer is letter A. First book of Samuel, chapter 17, verse 34. And David said unto Saul, Thy servant kept his father's sheep, and there came a lion and a bear, and took a lamb out of the flock. On which island did Paul and his companions survive a shipwreck? A. Crete. B. Patmos. C. Melita. D. Cyprus. A few seconds to think. The right answer is letter C. And when they were escaped, then they knew that the island was called Melita. Acts of the Apostles, chapter 28, verse 1. Which city did King David establish as the capital of Israel? A. Jerusalem. B. Bethlehem. C. Hebron. D. Jericho. A few seconds to think. The right answer is letter A. Second book of Samuel, chapter 5, verse 9. So David dwelt in the fort, and called it the city of David. And David built round about from Millo and inward. Who was commanded by God to speak words unto Job out of a whirlwind? A. Elihu. B. Bildad. C. The Lord. D. Zophar. A few seconds to think. The right answer is letter C. Book of Job, chapter 38, verse 1. Then the Lord answered Job out of the whirlwind and said, What was the profession of Paul the Apostle before his conversion? A. Carpenter. B. Tent maker. C. Fisherman. D. Shepherd. A few seconds to think. The right answer is letter B. After these things, Paul departed from Athens, and came to Corinth, and found a certain Jew named Aquila, born in Pontus, lately come from Italy with his wife Priscilla, because that Claudius had commanded all Jews to depart from Rome, and came unto them. And because he was of the same craft, he abode with them and wrought. For by their occupation they were tent makers. Acts of the Apostles, chapter 18, verses 1 to 3. What was Peter's original name before he was called Peter by Jesus? A. John. B. Andrew. C. Simon. D. Philip. A few seconds to think. The right answer is letter C. Gospel of John, chapter 1, verse 42. And he brought him to Jesus. And when Jesus beheld him, he said, Thou art Simon the son of Jonah. Thou shalt be called Cephas, which is by interpretation, a stone. Thanks for joining us on the 10 Bible Quiz channel. How did you do? Let us know your score in the comments. We love hearing from you. If you enjoyed this quiz, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more. Your support helps us share God's Word with even more people. We hope this quiz has inspired you to dive deeper into the Bible. Stay tuned for more quizzes and content to strengthen your faith and knowledge of the Scriptures. Until next time, may God bless you and keep studying His Word.